What's the lasting effect of the outage?
Yeah, we live in an extremely interconnected world right now. Cloud, devices, servers, and CrowdStrike is a popular technology. We use it as well. And so when something like this happens, there is a long tail, and it has to be cleaned up. The lessons here and the fix for the most part was fairly manual. So it took time. It wasn't a complicated fix, but it took time. And I think we're coming out of it, but there's a lot of learnings that we're also getting out of this process.
Sanjay, did you have any cause for concern ahead of this about prior updates that CrowdStrike could run, that there might have been anything that would signal that such an event could occur?
They're a security company. You tend to trust security companies. And and so there was nothing before this specifically about CrowdStrike that would be of concern. What is always of concern when you have a large number of patches and a large number of connected systems and dependencies is your ability to really stage a patch, test it in your particular environment, because no two environments are the same. And then once you know that you've got it working where you need it, to push it out. Now, with security, the window that you have between a critical patch and your ability to deploy it is very, very small. And so you tend to trust more and push faster.
We have heard from across industries, particularly from the airline industry, the Delta CEO coming out and apologizing because still today there are issues that are affecting their ability to serve customers. Sanjay, when it comes to business continuity, what could a company like Delta have done to prevent the fallout that we now see was 3,500 plus cancellations on Saturday?
Caroline, it's about resilience, and people use the word resilience in sort of a broad way. But for us, it's about a business's ability to get back to life, regardless of the catastrophic event. It could have been human error, in this case, possibly human error. It could be malicious. It could be internal, external malicious. It could be a natural disaster. So what we do is help our customers build a capability, build a platform, build a muscle through repeated testing and scale, so that in the event that something goes sideways, you've tried and tested the ability for your business to come back to life. And I think with everything we've got going on as enterprises, not enough time is spent on practical capabilities of resilience, and more you tend to lean on the academic thought process. Yes, we've got this list, we've done this, we've written this up, but how much of your enterprise have you actually tested with a deep degree of confidence? And that's what we try to enable our customers to do.
Sanjay, I wrote in my Tech Daily column this morning about concentration risk, the idea that so many corporates and government entities relied on CrowdStrike, but also that 8.5 million computers, it was the most critical of computers that were impacted. How could have that been mitigated or prevented?
It's been, think of it as a warning shot. We've all been sort of sitting back and saying, okay, so what does my fleet look like? What do my servers look like? What are my users working with? And it almost makes you take a step back and say, we need to have a very calculated mix so that you're not over-reliant or over-dependent on any one environment, because that's part of resilience. That is exactly part of resilience. And I think for everyone, this weekend's been a bit of a wake-up call to say, okay, where am I over-dependent or don't have enough controls or could be more resilient? And I think, for all the negative outcome of something like this, the positive takeaway, if you can, is let's go back and make sure we're very calculated about how we build out the enterprise landscape.